About that anthem trio with our national anthem. Nice job. Missouri Valley Conference, Wichita State gives you the idea.
Live from rocking Charles Koch Arena in Wichita, Kansas, in front of the 54th straight crowd of over 10,000, the Bradley Braves try to make it 2 in a row in the Valley against the vastly improved Wichita State Shockers. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm Frank Bissoni, along with Coach Dick Versace, and we welcome you to our broadcast. Dick, against SIU, Bradley hit on all cylinders. How can they try to take that on the road?
Well, you know, I talked to Jim Less at the shoot-around today, and I said, I didn't see the SIU Edwardsboro game, nor did I see the Southern Illinois game, but I did see Southern Illinois play Northern and destroy them. I said, how could you turn this thing around? And he just went back to basics, you know, and he talked about energy, shot selection, role playing, and that's all that he said that were the reasons that accounted for the change. So, I mean, I guess, Frank, all the things that he's been saying, okay, came true.
Oh. All right, we'll be back with the starting lineups and the play-by-play. Bradley, Wichita next.
Arch Madness. It's not just great basketball, it's 4 action-packed days, 9 exciting matchups, 10 Valley teams, 100 players, thousands of wild fans, and an amazing array of attractions, activities, and restaurants in St. Louis. It's the 2009 State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Tournament, March 5th through 8th at Scottrade Center. Arch Madness. It's the one weekend no basketball fan can miss. Get your tickets now.
Get the best price and the right advice on quality appliances at Sherman's.
A healthy lifestyle. The difference it makes is unbelievable.
I'm Dr. Keith Kramer. Live life well.
Kramer Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Call now to get started.
We've got a strong local economy, good inventory of properties. The timing's perfect.
And the rates are good.
Good.
Good. Good.
Really good.
Call a realtor today.
Get the best price and the right advice on quality living room furniture at Sherman's.
Products don't know how to find customers, but Comcast Spotlight does. With a mix of on-air, online, and on-demand advertising, you can reach your customers wherever they are.
We're at Charles Koch Arena as Bradley and Wichita State are here and ready to go. Bradley in the road red. Their record is 7 wins and 5 losses, 1-0 in the Valley. Wichita State 6-6, 0-1 in the Valley. Bradley's RPI is 84, Wichita 188, and Dick, there's the starting lineups for tonight. And Ramon Clemente is a warrior, a great rebounder.
Well, that's a matchup you want to watch. You want to watch Ramon Clemente and Theron Wilson. And because Wichita State is starting Stutz, that means that Wilson will have to guard Ramon Clemente. Now, Ramon Clemente, as you well know, Frank, is a rebounding machine, averaging almost 10 a game, and he also never takes off a possession offensively or defensively.
He is relentless. He's their fire and passion. For Bradley, David Collins in the middle will play center. Theron Wilson, Chris Roberts, Sam Maniscalco, Edrin McCain, the 3 guards. Clemente's going to jump center at 6'6" and not Stutz, and Bradley starts with the ball. Another big house at what used to be called the Roundhouse. Charles Koch Arena. McCain inside Collins against Stutz. A lot of time for Bradley to shoot. 18 on the clock. Just underway. Missouri Valley Conference game number 2 for the Braves. 10 to shoot. This is McCain. He's inside, and he didn't get it.
I thought he was home free, just didn't finish.
McCain got all the way to the ring and couldn't do it. Murray is 23. That's 7-foot Garrett Stutz, a freshman. Steps in, left hand 2.
Yeah, they like him. Everybody you talk to here in Wichita, Kansas says this kid is going to be a player. It's going to take some time.
McCain finds Wilson, skying foul. Theron Wilson picked up where he left off against Southern Illinois.
Frank, this is what I think you're going to see tonight. You're going to see Wichita State play a 2-2-1 zone after made baskets. After missed baskets, they'll be in man-to-man. They'll also, when they play the 2-2-1 zone, which is a full-court zone press, they'll drop into a 2-3 matchup. I'll keep you posted.
A swirling number of defenses as Theron Wilson connects on the first free throw. Bradley gets its first point and now ties the game. This should be, by everybody's opinion, a pretty good and close game all the way through. Look at these little guards right here. Hannah, McCain, man-to-man for the Braves. Very athletic Wichita State team compared to a year ago. Clemente carried it. No, he pushed off. Offensive foul.
Yeah, he's an aggressive player. You know, you're going to see him physical on defense. You're going to see him physical on offense. He's going to not, as I said, take possessions off. Look for him when he gets out on that wing to get rid of the ball because he's a huge leaper and make backdoor cuts, and they look to lob to him.
He was the 2008 Missouri Valley Newcomer of the Year. This is Roberts, stop and pop. Oh my goodness, McCain almost got that rebound among the trees. Wichita hurries. Hannah. Clemente might have got away with one and knocked it in.
He's not going to back off. He's not going to back down. There's the 2-2-1 full court press.
Bradley will have to survive pressure and then set up for a shot. McCain does it. Maniscalco with the ball. 4-2, 18 minutes to go, first half, just underway. Frank Bissoni, Dick Versace, Charles Koch Arena, Wichita, Kansas. Wilson fakes, didn't. 9 to shoot. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Wichita. And the Shockers with the lead and the ball. Clemente knocked out of his hands, out of bounds to the Shockers.
He's kind of a fun player to watch, Ramon Clemente. He's active. He will just get on that glass. Now, he's not a great finisher around the basket, as you saw there. So he's not going to hurt you by scoring a lot of points, but he brings a lot to the table.
Somebody told him to be more offensive-minded tonight. I'll tell you, he's taken the ball a couple times to the basket. Here's a foul on Bradley under the basket.
Well, by starting Stutz, Garrett Stutz, number 41, by starting him, it forces the Wilson-Clemente matchup. So they may have said, you know, Theron Wilson's a key player for Bradley. Let's get him in foul trouble.
Sam Singh checks in for Bradley wearing the mask. After the game Sam had at Southern, Coach Les said he was ordering 13 more masks. McCain has the rebound. Ahead of the pack, Theron is stripped out of bounds. Bradley.
You know, there's a way to hide the ball when you have breakaways like that. You bring it into your chest and then you cover it. He should have done that because people are going to come from behind and strip.
Singh gets a foul shot, riser for 2. 4 points apiece in what is kind of a slugfest right now. A lot of physical contact. Singh is going to guard Garrett Stutz at the high post. Hannah. Now this is Stutz again at 7 feet, back in. Hawkins athletic, finds Stutz, steps in, got it again. Too easy.
Well, Sam Singh moved to the baseline to try to help, but he's got to recover to his man. He can't leave him open like that.
Roberts passed a shot, now Maniscalco with it. Sam had 18 against Southern, shot the 3 very confidently.
Now you're going to see a lot of this all night. Wichita State in a zone. Bad pass.
Bradley cut Southern up by spreading the court and driving, and the zone helps take that away.
It does, and you're going to have to try to get inside. The reason people play zones is to take away your layups and to protect themselves from being in foul trouble. And thirdly, they don't respect your outside shooting.
Yeah, that's right. Hanna, he can shoot it from there. Stop, pop, and drop. The Shockers got a 9-4 lead on the Braves as Maniscalco and company try to answer here. Dodie Dunson checks in for the Braves. The middle is all white. That means Shockers. There's the pass intended. McCain intended for Theron Wilson, threw it away. Another turnover for Bradley. Timeout on the court. Wichita leading early at Charles Koch Arena.
You're gonna love the things we do. We're gonna make you smile. We've got a style that's right for you. Leeway ceramic tile, a kitchen floor, the bathroom wall. No room is too big or small. So if you want the best in ceramic tile, the only way is Leeway.
Whether you've got the next Bradley basketball star in training or you're just having fun.
Sam Singh is going to do his best Rip Hamilton impression there. The outstanding shooting guard for the Detroit Pistons, who wears a face mask, much like Sam has.
Jim said he was going to order 13 more after the way Sam played. And I'll tell you, Sam did have a great game. He stole every pass in that game against Southern except one from Brett Favre.
Yeah, I know. That's good. He had 5 steals in that game. And,
yeah.
As Coach Les was telling me at the shoot-around today that he was really pleased with the way he played.
Earlier today in the Valley, Creighton beat Indiana State 79-61. Illinois State buried Evansville 80-50. And Drake beat Missouri State 67-49. Garrett Stutz with the ball. He tries. Nice feathery touch. And Garrett Stutz has 6 points right off the bat. And Bradley is down 11-4. Maniscalco hasn't had a shot yet. Turns to his left. On a weave. Bradley runs their offense. Maniscalco goes to the basket.
The lane is pretty jammed.
It is now under 10 to shoot. 7 to shoot. Bradley struggling for a shot. Oh, great pass. Sam to Sam.
Oh, where'd that come from? A little artistry.
It was a screen roll without the screen.
That was a beautiful pass.
It was
Sam Maniscalco.
brilliant. Great assist by Maniscalco to the other Sam, and Singh knocked it in. Now Dodie got a steal. Dunson to the goal. He was not. He thought he was fouled. Everybody's falling down, and Wichita has the ball. Wow, there was contact on Dodie Dunson's layup.
Got to protect that ball and finish strong. Use the glass.
This is A.J. Hawkins' jump step. Banged it off the boards way too hard, but it comes off to the state, and Hawkins tries everything. He missed that one. Out of bounds, Bradley.
Yeah, we got a break there. Sam Singh definitely made contact, but I think the whistle blew before the contact. That's usually the way it's called. There's the contact, but he already blew the whistle because Wichita State had their foot on the line.
Bradley's lead, the deficit is 11-6. 14:08 to go, first half. Over 10,000 watching, mostly clad in gold and black. Dunson had it swatted out of his hand. McCain somehow picked it off. In the corner, Theron fakes his man, goes to the dish, is blocked.
Jump ball possession, Wichita State.
Wichita State gets the possession on the jump ball. The Braves have had a lot of trouble on the offensive end against the zone.
They have not gotten good looks. They have not gotten good looks. Their offense is not producing good looks. And Jimmy will straighten that out, I'm sure, at a timeout. On the other hand, the way this game is starting to have an atmosphere to it, I would say physical would be the word I'm going to use. It's going to be a physical game.
Yes, it's a slugfest. Bradley has 7 wins and no losses when they outscore the team with Theron Wilson on the floor. When they don't outscore the team with Wilson on the floor, they're 0-5. And a rebound for the Braves on the missed shot. Bradley tries to get a basket. They've only got 6 points with 13:20 in the first half. After sailing through Southern. Dunston beat his man on the left. He made it. A beautiful move by Doty with the left.
And that's what's going to have to happen for Bradley. Whatever you do is going to have to be strong. Wichita State has come out. There's a steal. Wilson.
Theron.
Beat a slammer.
Touchdown.
Slammer jammer.
Theron had 4 dunks in 5 shots.
I came up with a new fraternity.
4 out of 5 of Theron's baskets against Southern were dunks. He was thundering them, and he's got, all of a sudden, the Braves bounce right back to 11-10 behind. Inside Hatch in for the first time. Blocked nicely by Chris Roberts. Clementi's a load. Chamberlain, charge. 22, Reggie Chamberlain, 6-footer from Kansas City, came in, got caught in the air when he was trying to pass.
Yeah, when you go in the air, you go in the air to shoot. But watch his step up. Theron Wilson taking the charge. That's what you want to see.
Energy level high at Wichita. Maniscalco now at the point. McCain is out. Bradley a little more athletic. Theron slides around 2 men. Doty Dunston sends one from downtown missing. Wichita has Stutz out. Durley 31 in, and he's 6'7" and 240. Carrying the ball on Graham Hatch. Hatch is 14, a sophomore, 6'4" out of Mesa, Arizona. We'll be back at Charles Koch Arena in just a moment.
Therapy with
Bradley struggling on the half court, finding another way to score, getting steals and getting out in transition with a 5 slammer jammer. But Theron Wilson.
Theron Wilson. You know, Dana Altman once observed about this facility, if you have a weak-minded team, you will give in here to the noise in this crowd of the 6th man.
You know, I had a little deja vu when you said that. And I remember playing against guys like Xavier McDaniel, Antoine Carr, Cliff Livingston, Greg Dreiling, all NBA players in this arena.
Aubrey Sherrod. Oh, yeah. I had the pleasure of doing many of those games with the X-Man and Hersey and Jim Less. And those were clashes, titanic struggles. We got a close one here, 11-10.
Wichita State back in the zone. It's really a matchup zone. Watch them pass off. They'll pass off a man. That's a long shot by Roberts.
Oh, my. That was downtown and then some. He threw that one in from the freeway.
Well, that definitely was an NBA 3. Definitely.
24-footer.
And he shot it easy.
He didn't look awkward shooting it anyway. It went right down. Chamberlain with the ball. Stop and pop. Nice skying board by Theron Wilson. And there's a whistle. Foul is on Clemente, I believe.
I believe that's the second foul. It's a physical game tonight. Shot from the perimeter, and I watched the physical scramble for the ball. Theron Wilson, I don't really see the foul. Oh, it was a hip check. It was a hip check. Theron Wilson on the floor.
Wichita Shockers shooting 56% from the field, and yet trail 13-11. Remember, Bradley was down 11-4, so the Braves have run 9 in a row.
So the more Wichita State misses, the more man-to-man you're going to see.
David Collins in trying to be aggressive. Has the ball slapped out of his hands and out of bounds.
He should learn how to take that ball, put it under his chin, put his elbows out, and make his decision from there.
And you can use those elbows in that situation. You don't want to hurt anybody, but you can clear some space. It's a signal to the little guy, don't come in here. David Collins.
Would you teach that as a coach? You would teach that? Don't come in here? Intimidation, I can't believe it.
You wouldn't have any part of that. Now Taylor Brown, who made some eye-popping offensive plays against Southern, is checked in for Bradley. A whistle away from the ball, carrying it on Edrin McCain.
Yeah, they're going to call that. It's a point of emphasis this year in NCAA Division I. And they've been fairly consistent. They've called it twice on Wichita State already.
This is the 123rd game between these two teams. Bradley leads the series 67-55. Although Wichita's 37-18 here against Bradley. Tough place to play and win. The kind of atmosphere, though, your competitors like.
Yes, and what you're going to see when Wichita State comes to the offensive end, you're going to see some motion, you're going to see some set plays, and you're going to see a lot of one-on-one. They have some excellent slashers, and we'll talk about that later, but you'll watch as this game unfolds. Those are the three things, the three components of what they do offensively.
They isolated Hanna that time, but he was cut off by McCain.
See, that's one-on-one basketball right there.
Oh, a nice steal by David Collins from Durley. David got his hands on the ball that somebody else had, and the Braves have the ball in a 2-point advantage. Taylor Brown, no fear. Nice tip out, beautiful by Roberts. He knew he couldn't rebound it, so he tipped it. High screen roll, McCain. They now come out and crowd Roberts a little bit after that long three. Edrin frees himself and fires. Yes, sir. You can book that one.
Edrin McCain showed excellent patience there. He waited till he got a very good look. Didn't try to space himself up on the three, just took the available two.
And the good offense gives Bradley's defense a little extra juice. Now a whistle again away from the ball, and this one's on Taylor Brown of the Braves. Taylor Brown is a freshman from Dunwoody, Georgia, and his slogan for life is, teamwork makes the dream work.
That's cute.
He's a beautiful guy.
That's pretty neat.
9:16 to play, first half. Frank Bissoni and Dick Versace on Comcast Spotlight Television. We're glad you're with us. There's gone 6 minutes and 11 seconds since Wichita State last scored.
Well, Bradley's in a zone now. They went into a zone on the inbound play.
There's Garrett Stutz. He's had a really good first half. Now Ellis is free. Too long. Rebound long. State has it. 23 is Toure Murray.
Well, that's a concern when you play Wichita State. They average 14 offensive rebounds a game.
Look at that shot.
And you can't give them second opportunities. You do not want to do that. And that's going to be the challenge for the Braves throughout the night.
Bradley by 2. Doty fakes his man away. McCain with a whip pass. Dunson. Rebounding foul. I think it's on A.J. Hawkins, who made the last basket for the Shockers. Bradley gets a trio into the game. Singh, Wilson, Maniscalco. You know, the bench has to take the Hippocratic Oath. Do no harm.
Or how about the Dick Versace oath? Do some good.
All right.
Get a rebound. Get a basket. Take a charge.
Make a play, baby.
Right.
Stutz.
Stutz is going to be a very nice player.
He's got 8.
That's the way to run back at him.
Look at this. On the other end, the finger roll and rebound by Chris Roberts.
You know, Stutz had 22 in a game this year against Centenary.
Yes, he did.
So he can score.
In one high school game, he had 44 points and 24 rebounds.
Yeah, he's got a very nice touch. Didn't you tell me Kentucky recruited him?
Kentucky recruited him, and so did a list so long we don't have time to name them all. Yes, Kentucky did recruit Stutz, and I don't blame them. Illinois State was another one. Nebraska was another one. Syracuse was another one. Stutter step, Hanna. Stripped away by the flying Theron Wilson.
Protect it.
Oh, he got tackled. Intentional foul.
I think that's flagrant, isn't it?
It is, and that means 2 shots and the ball. That was Clemente or Ellis. Who was that? I guess it was Ellis. I saw the 0. It's on Ellis.
Well, unfortunately, when you make this kind of a foul and the man is airborne, and it's purposely, intended to push and move the man when he's airborne, that's going to be an automatic flagrant foul, which is 2 shots in the ball.
All right, we'll be right back with the free throws. Arena in Wichita. Dick Versace, Bradley is 6-3 in history on New Year's Eve. In 1964, they beat Notre Dame 74-72, and in 1940, they beat UCLA 36-27.
If anyone ever says you don't do your homework, tell them to come and see me. That was interesting. Those are some big names. Those are some huge New Year's Eve wins.
Yes, New Year's Eve wins. I think Chuck Osborne as a coach was 5 wins and 2 losses against John Wooden.
And it will be Bradley's basketball.
Well, Wilson makes the free throw, and Bradley gets the ball out of bounds.
Theron has got his free throwing up past 70%. Bradley by 4. McCain beat his man on the right. Triple team finds the open. It's Theron. Oh my goodness!
Where did he
soaring smash?
Chris Roberts, a high-flying trapeze performer. Oh my gosh!
I did not see him put the trampoline in the gym. Where did he come from? Shot from guns. Chris Roberts.
He had the letters by the rim. The letters were by the rim.
Here comes Garrett Stutz again. How long in the lane? He missed one finally, and Sam Singh claims the rebound. Garrett Stutz finally missed a shot. Great pass inside. Look at Wilson's corkscrew. Got it in!
That was a very, very high degree of difficulty shot there in Wilson.
Bradley's athleticism has really shown the last few times down the court.
There's something different from the last time we played. That we did a game. We did a game in Milwaukee, DWM. Yeah. It was kind of a disaster. I mean, Jim Les has done a marvelous job of regrouping.
Great move inside A.J. Hawkins. Bradley was behind in this game 11-4. They're ahead 23-17 and have the ball. You get the feeling some of the Braves are feeling it a little bit. And I don't know, Maniscalco, who was the leading scorer in the last game, hasn't had many shots.
Well, I think when you play a team, with the reputation of a Southern Illinois and you handle them like you did, it's got to do, wonders for your confidence.
Roberts, 6 to shoot. Theron Wilson. Rebound, McCain somehow. At 5'11", McCain somehow got that ball and got fouled.
The crowd is unhappy, but I think it's a fair call. Edgar McCain went up to sky for the rebound, and the Wichita State player slides underneath him. We don't get a good look at it. There it is. He's in it, and he didn't travel. He got rid of the ball. An interesting thing about Edgar McCain is, he's 6 feet tall. Yes, he's a big-time leaper, but he likes to go down in the black and blue bruise country down there.
You bet.
Where you can get some serious bruises.
I'll tell you.
And he likes it down there.
Yeah, well, this kid's tough. He's been through Hurricane Katrina.
Oh.
He knows what it's about. He got them both. Bradley builds it to 25-17. We're at the 5:48 mark, first half. Rockin' Charles Koch Arena, one of our great venues in the Missouri Valley Conference. Chris Canis is in the game, 20-33. Clevin Hanna, be careful, he's fast, and he is fouled. Hanna is number 3. He's a 5'11" junior out of Chipola Junior College.
Yeah, he's a point guard that likes to put the ball up. That time he made a nice penetration and dish, but the foul was called before the dish.
He was the leader of a Chipola team that went 35-2. Hawkins jump stop. Missed it. Rebound Bradley. There's a foul, but no one's holding their hand up.
I believe it was Dunson.
That's what it is. Dodie Dunson picks up the personal.
Number 2, Dunson is first.
On the defensive board, I want to see more red shirts in the lane. I don't want to see people standing on the perimeter. I know Coach Les doesn't either.
Inside it goes. Hawkins slings it up, rolls it all. Look at Garrett Stutz get the rebound. Left-hand layup.
Got to put a body on him.
He's a big one.
See, Sam Singh just turned to rebound and did not put a body on him.
7 foot, 235. Stutz with 10. Bradley answers.
It's a new weapon.
Sam Singh, he hit a long outside shot against Southern. He's hit a couple tonight. Under 5 minutes first half. Hanna off the window. Dunson claims it. Bradley moving up and down the court. McCain to the window. I think it's going to count.
It should be good. It should be.
I think that, yes, it is.
Once it hits the glass, you can't touch it.
Zelton Steed, one of the officials, Tom Eads, Don Daly, and Zelton Steed, and Steed called it. Watch.
Here's the penetration by Edrin McCain, and the ball was hit after it hit the glass. That's goaltending. You know what I like that I'm seeing that I didn't see way back in the UWM game is choices. Much better choices, better shot selection, better patience.
Good point. I don't think Bradley in the Southern Illinois game took a bad shot in the entire game. Stutz, boys, he's a good-looking player. He just gave a little rump to one of the Braves who went by. Stutz from 3.
We need more red shirts in there.
Bradley took a swipe at one and the Braves foul. That's on Wilson. Will probably get him out of the game pretty quick. That's the second foul on Theron Wilson. Now wait a minute.
Well, Sam Maniscalco is down there, being the lone red shirt, and then comes and is joined by Theron Wilson. But what you need, and I know this is what Coach Les wants, you want all 5 red shirts either in the lane or going to the lane. And that's when you can be a good defensive rebounding team.
Look at Toure Murray. He played on the same high school team with Anthony Thompson, the 6'10 player from Bradley. They had 5 Division I players that started in their lineup. And they played together at Houston Klein Forest. 30-20 Bradley. 4:10 to play. First half. Wilson wanted to dunk it. He was soaring.
Yeah, there's a whole new level of swagger with this team. Here we are at one of the most difficult arenas to play in the Missouri Valley Conference. I mean, it's a storied arena. Great players came through here. You could get intimidated. And it's far from it. I'm seeing a little swagger, which is a very healthy thing.
Theron Wilson just knocked the free throw down. I could not agree with you more. When I saw Wichita State play earlier in the year, I thought their best offense was a missed shot. The way they rebounded on the
it kind of still is. And that 14 offensive rebound number that Wichita State owns, we're going to have to be careful about that, the rest of this half and all of the next half.
Amen. All right, Braves by a dozen. Hawkins is quick and strong. Chamberlain. Wichita State trying to post Clemente. 15 to shoot. Maniscalco overplaying the passing lane. Bradley's held the Shockers to 20. Did Durley walk? No. He got it up and in. J.T. Durley.
He's a strong kid. Basically an inside player, really more of a center than a power forward.
Had the exact same injury as Andrew Warren, fracture of the 5th metatarsal bone. 10-point Brave lead. Braves looking for a good shot. The extra pass has helped Bradley tonight. 13 to shoot. Wilson's trying to sneak in like that. He got it blocked. He's got it back. Clemente ripped it away. The Shockers moving. Ellis sends it inside. Durley barges in for another. 4 quick ones for Durley. Timeout, Bradley.
That's a good timeout. You do not want to have them feel that they can go inside and get those 90% shots. Even though against Creighton, they were 2 for 20 in the paint.
Now that's an impressive stat, to say the least. Well, this is an impressive facility, and Dick, there's been some impressive people that graduated from Wichita State. They had a linebacker named Bill Parcells. He had 61 to 63. The famous baseball player Joe Carter is from here, and many, many more. But it's interesting in the day of professional football, all the work that Parcells has done. He's an alum of Wichita State.
And wasn't there a guy by the name of Dave Stallworth that was a pretty decent basketball player that played here?
Amazing. Well, when you come to basketball, they're legion. The X-Man, Xavier McDaniel, of course. And here's a score in the Valley, just partial. Northern Iowa 29, Southern Illinois 19 in the first half, 6:31 to go. Northern leads Southern by 10. That's a surprise. Here, Bradley leads by 8 after Durley ripped off 4 straight. Maniscalco. Look at Theron Wilson. Inside Singh, cross under.
Nice unselfish. Big to big pass. Big man to big man.
That's 8 points for Singh in the first half. He's feeling it.
See, Theron needs to do a little more of that because some of these shots that he takes are high degree of difficulty. He's made a couple tonight. But you don't want to try to live off of those.
You're right. Chamberlain rattled him. Look at Hawkins and spearing the rebound is Wilson. The clock moves toward 2 minutes, first half. Bradley leads by 10. Singh post. Maniscalco. Singh fakes. This is Theron again. Stops on the dime and missed the shot. Still had plenty of time on the clock. 1:36 to go, first half. Hawkins slides in, rolling home. And one. Big play by A.J. Hawkins. He has 6.
That's what A.J. Hawkins is. This is his game. Slash to the basket, putbacks, rebound. That's his game.
And this is A.J. Hawkins' 23rd birthday today.
Happy birthday.
We'll be right back.
Scissors for Hair, more than just a haircut. Family owned for over.
Anytime you can get penetration, whether it's from a guard or a big, you draw the deep defensive big man. And when you do that, you got another big man on offense that's open. It's interesting, you don't see a lot of big-to-big passes like that, but that can be very effective if one of your bigs can keep himself under control and has the ability to make those interior passes.
Most of Theron Wilson's dunks were from Collins and Singh in the Southern game. Free throw by the Shockers closes the loop down to 7. You know, we've been talking all night about Sam Maniscalco, no shots. He hasn't taken a shot in this entire first half. He has 1 assist, but he has not taken a shot, and Bradley's got 34 points. Obviously, they're paying plenty of attention to Sam after his big game. Taylor Brown snuck downtown.
You use that word attention. Somebody didn't pay attention. That was a huge defensive breakdown by the Shockers.
First deuce for Taylor Brown, a loquacious freshman for Bradley. Garrett Stutz, he's a lot bigger than Sam Singh. He just battled away, and Sam ripped the ball out of his hand.
Sam.
McCain, lob to the goal, he threw it away. Not what Jim Les wanted.
No, I mean, Jim is a tremendous competitor, and he just, this is not what he teaches. You're not looking for high degree of difficulty shots.
Right.
You're not looking for pats on the back or oohs and ahs. You need to get a basket. You had an outnumber, a steal. You got to take advantage of it.
Amen. Levin Hanna. 20 seconds. Shot no. Sam Maniscalco a long rebound. Bradley tried for the last shot of the half. The shot clock and the game clock are essentially the same. As you see it melting down. 5 to shoot. McCain all the way in. 2-1. No shot for Bradley. No shot for Bradley. And the Shocker hits the window from the other end. At the end of the first half, Bradley 36, Wichita State 27. We'll have an interview at halftime with Ken Cavanaugh and learn about the Hall of Fame in a moment. Our guest at halftime is Bradley's Director of Athletics, Ken Cavanaugh. And Ken, there is a special day coming up for Bradley. It's the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and I'd love you to tell us, our fans, all about it.
Well, as you know, this is certainly a highlight of the year. You know, what we do with the student athletes while they're here is very important, but it's really exciting when they come back at the end of their careers, and we now make them wait 10 years so that they can share it with their families. It used to be 5 years is all you had to wait, but another 5 years we feel as a committee really allows them to share it with other special people in their family and also work in the schedule. So we've got Bio, who's now finished, Bio Kinkley, done with his career, coming down from Chicago. We've got Jenny Pavlis Gross, who's a star player from our volleyball program that's coming down from Minnesota. Debbie Nija Agnar, a terrific runner, as we got the distance program going under Craig Dahlquist, and then later Dave Beecham. And then this 87-88 team, with Hersey and that great team that went to the NCAA tournament under Stan Albeck.
Now, make sure the fans know what day this is.
This will be the weekend, next weekend, the 9th and 10th of January. On Friday the 9th at the Student Center, we'll have the luncheon for everybody. You can still get tickets through our Braves Club office at 677-2667. And then we'll have the halftime ceremonies as we've always done on Saturday when we play Creighton.
Wonderful. The Bradley women are off to a great start. They're just off and running.
Oh, terrific. Paul and the team 9-2. The great win at the United Center against Illinois where we won by about 20. And, they're just playing with a lot of excitement, a lot of energy. Had a nice win at Richwoods High School against the Air Force Academy a couple days ago. So, we're hoping that this could be a real special year for both the men and the women, and hope that for those who haven't been to ICC yet, for the rest of our games that will be there, get a chance to see the women play in addition to supporting the men.
Real quick, running out of time, we got to mention the Illinois State and Creighton games at home coming up.
Definitely. We want to make sure when we play the Redbirds, it's the right red fill in that place. And same thing with the Blue Jays. Two tremendously big games on the schedule. And with the students not be there, we need a lot of energy like we did against Southern the other night. We still have some ticket availability for our community Red Sea behind the basket to help the students who aren't there. And in particular, in a position where we can create a discount, but for those wearing the right red.
Thanks very much, Ken, for coming over. Happy New Year.
Our pleasure. Happy New Year as well.
Thank you. Ken Cavanaugh is our guest. Special friends of Bradley basketball include Zobrist Construction, headquartered in Morton. Great people, great builders, a company with longevity, reputation, and excellence. Big jobs like a state-of-the-art television station to medium-sized and small ones. They do it all with great professionalism. Call Zobrist Construction. You'll be glad you did. Total Income Tax, a Sharp Family Corporation. If you need your taxes done, accounting work, financial advice, for long years of service with superior group of experts, Bill Sharp and the staff at Total Income Tax. Proctor First Care throughout Central Illinois. They'll take care of you and your family. Quality physicians on hand at a moment's notice. Minor emergencies, exams, physicals. Proctor First Care will meet your health care needs. BradleyFans.com. Go to their website for all things Bradley basketball. Fans talking to fans, get updates on BU, local events, learn about the Valley, learn about new recruits, have fun with Bradley basketball on BradleyBasketballFans.com. And Core Construction, innovative building solutions for Central Illinois to Arizona to Nevada to Texas. Building green, building the best with a team from Core Construction. These are all great supporters of Bradley basketball. Braves have a 9-point lead at halftime here at Charles Koch Arena. And Dick Versace, what do the stats tell you?
Well, surprisingly, Bradley is shooting 54%. That's it's pretty impressive. And then, of course, Wichita State shooting 48%. Now, if we look at the three-pointers, nobody's doing anything. We're 1 for 4. They're 1 for 7. We've made 9 out of 9 free throws. And there's going to be some complaints in the hallway over here. They've only had 3 attempts. They've made 2. But here's an interesting stat. I talked about it early in the first half, is we have to do a good job of keeping them off the offensive boards, which we've done. They've only got 5 and we've got 4, so that's kind of a push, and the rebounding is a push, and turnovers. So we got a couple more turnovers. We have 5 steals. They have 2.
All right, real quick, you're in the locker room now. Put your coaching hat back on. What are you telling the Bradley Braves?
Well, I'm telling them, you know, we played a certain way. We evolved to a way that we could play a conference game in this league at a high level when we played Southern Illinois. We can't revert back to individual plays, difficult shots, bad decisions, and really we don't have many turnovers. We only have 6, but 3 of them were totally unnecessary. I mean, they were like 8, Frank, I'm passing to you, and Frank, you're passing to me. We call those A to Bs.
Yes.
And so what you should do is you should pass the ball. You said coach, right?
I did.
Pass the ball right at your chin, because you'll get your hands up. But if you put the ball down below my knees or you put it too high,
it goes away.
It's hard to make that pass complete. So when you're making an A to B pass, throw it at the man's chin.
And especially if you got a guy in the middle 7 feet tall, if you throw it at his chin, you threw it over some people's heads.
Right, and we'd like him to keep it under his chin. Here's what he should do. He should get that ball underneath his chin like this and protect himself and make his play from here.
Yeah, very good. Bradley is ahead 36-27. Sam Singh's got 8 points. Theron Wilson's got 10 points. Garrett Stutz got 10 points and 3 rebounds for Wichita State. So we'll come back with more at Charles Koch Arena. The second half is coming up in just a moment. Looking at Charles Koch Arena in Wichita, Kansas, a town of over 350,000 people. Very proud to have over 10,000 here tonight as Bradley's in the lead. We have some interesting highlights, Dick, in the first half. A couple of dunks, a couple of plays, but I want you to talk about them as we go over them.
Well, I mean, you've got athletes all over this arena on both sides, some wearing white jerseys and some wearing red jerseys, and it can result in some spectacular plays. From a viewer standpoint, it must be very delicious to watch the kinds of athletic plays that we've seen in the first half, and I anticipate we'll see again
Theron
in the
Wilson
second
had
half.
a brilliant play or two here. Take a look.
I think Theron Wilson gets a steal and joins that fraternity. Fly, slamma-jamma. And that's the 5th steal, I believe. Bradley had 5 steals in the first half. And now you're going to see somebody come from the perimeter on this miss. And it's Chris Roberts, almost at the letters. Almost had the Bradley letters at the rim. On the other side, you saw some good athletic plays. Watch A.J. Hawkins here. Takes it strong to the basket. Great finish.
Oh,
nice little scoop, protected the ball.
Nice.
And then J.T. Durley gets in on the act. He comes down. He's kind of a slasher himself. They get it inside to him. This is one of the things he likes to do. He's very strong. Good finish inside. J.T. Durley from the Wichita Shockers.
All right, I would like to repeat one thing because it's such an unusual stat for Bradley. Sam Maniscalco, believe me, folks, he's fine. He just has found himself in a situation where they've shadowed him, and he hasn't had a shot that he liked to take in this half. And, of course, he's played on defense. He's done his other things. But it's unusual for Bradley to play 20 minutes and Sam Maniscalco to play 17 of them and not attempt a shot.
That is unusual, and the idea of the whole contest is to win it.
Amen.
And nobody understands that concept better than Sam Maniscalco. So if he has to sacrifice some attempts at the basket, although I think in the second half, I'm sure Coach Les has talked to him and said, hey, look, all right, they're shadowing you and they're trying to deny you the ball, but you still have to be a little more aggressive than you were in the first half. I think that conversation went on. I'm not 100% sure. But
I'll say this.
I know I had that conversation with a certain competitive guard by the name of Jim Les. I had that conversation with him a few times.
Sam Maniscalco is just tough. He makes plays, and he does things to help you win.
Well, like I said before, the idea is to win the game. You got a 9-point lead in Koch Arena, in Wichita, Kansas, on New Year's Eve. I mean, it's a pretty special feeling. Now they have to close it out.
Amen. Well, there's the horn. The second half is about to begin. Theron Wilson, Bradley's leading scorer in the first half with 10. Sam Singh with 8. 10 for Garrett Stutz. 7 for A.J. Hawkins for Wichita. If you just joined us, Wichita is in the white, home, trimmed in their gold and black. Bradley in the traveling red. And they send out the following lineup: McCain, Maniscalco, Wilson, Collins, and Roberts. The same starting five as opened the game for the Shockers. Bradley held Clemente to 2 points in the first half. The Braves lead 37-26, have the ball, and here we go. Both teams hoping for a special Happy New Year that a win would bring. Wilson slides into the paint. Sam's open, first shot. Ball tipped by Wilson, out of bounds.
He had a good look. I actually thought he had a better look before he shot it, and then he looked at the defender, and the defender stayed back and raised up and took the shot.
Last year, Bradley won the game here 63-54 after Wichita had won in Peoria. McCain guarding Hanna.
Bradley still in there, aggressive man-to-man.
Here's a push-off foul on McCain. McCain and Hanna going at it tooth and nail.
Two fairly tough point guards.
Oh, yes. You bet. Hanna actually played with Clemente in junior college. Edrin McCain. Torrey Murray for three.
Got to watch out for Torrey Murray.
Yes,
I guess he
yes.
pronounces it Toure. But Toure, I think, is probably their best all-around player.
Chris Roberts with the ball. A 6-point advantage. Wichita State draws first blood second half. Inside. Bradley answers. Dunk from Wilson.
You know, when
McCain the assist.
Excuse me, Frank. When McCain came off that screen, I thought he was wide open. I'm thinking to myself, why don't you take that shot? Now you see Clemente get inside, and it's blocked.
Chris Roberts from nowhere erased that shot. Roberts is an off-the-chart athlete. Here he comes. McCain, free throw popper. Honey.
That's the exact same shot I thought he had before, but he made a better decision. He showed good patience and got the ball inside to Theron Wilson for a dunk.
9 points for Edrin McCain, builds Bradley's lead back to 10. Murray looks for Stutz. Murray's free. He goes to the rim. And Bradley gets the foul.
Theron Wilson has got to do a better job of helping Sam Maniscalco get over that screen. Maniscalco has a tough job guarding Toure Murray. Now, if you'll look here and you'll see already Sam is behind the man he's guarding because the guy who was guarding the screener, Theron Wilson, did not step to help him get over the screen. Now, if that continues, then maybe Sam should go under the screen.
Murray out of Houston, Texas, 6'4", freshman. Good-looking athlete. He had 16 points against Creighton a year ago.
Well, how many times does a freshman the leading shot taker?
Exactly.
You know, he's got 119 shots coming in tonight's game as a freshman.
5 for Murray. Sam on a right wing. Bradley by 9. Tough game so far. A lot of physicality, banging bodies, energy, zone look. 12 to shoot. McCain's out of his range. 7 to shoot. Roberts with 5 to shoot. Ticked away by Wichita State. 2 on the clock to shoot.
Bradley showed good patience there. They just ran out of time. Against this zone, you need to penetrate more so that when you dish to the perimeter, the shooter has his feet set and can lace up the shot.
Bradley spread the court. Where does the ball go? Right there. McCain fires off the rim and out of bounds. Bradley.
You know, we get on David Collins a lot, you know, and there's maybe reasons to do it. But that was a good effort there. I mean, he didn't just stand there and let him be fought. You know, he let, himself wade in and create another opportunity for Bradley.
Here is that opportunity. McCain playing a lot of minutes, gets inside. Bradley trying for a good shot. Sam with a runner, rolling home.
Get that little Steve Nash accent there. Little Steve Nash.
The runner by Maniscalco gives Bradley an 11-point advantage on the road against Wichita State. The Shockers go inside and back out to Ray Murray. Bradley, as the ball lost off the hands of Wilson out of bounds.
That's all right. I'd rather see 2 red shirts go after it and have it go out of bounds than no red shirts or even just 1.
Yeah, this is quite a place. The former Roundhouse, Henry Levitt Arena. Great atmosphere. You know, Elvis played here? Believe it or not. Stutz off the rim. Rebound hard. Chris Roberts plays bigger than 6'4".
Thank you very much.
Maniscalco calling the action. Bradley weaving and now spreading again. McCain. Braves up by 11 with the ball. McCain swirling in the paint. Fakes, stolen. Nice play by Hawkins. He goes all the way for the smash. 9 for Hawkins, and that gets the crowd even further into the game. Bradley needs to answer. Collins is inside. Turnaround jumper, no. Clemente, the board. Shockers run. Hanna lost it. Out of bounds for the Shockers. There's timeout on the court. The Braves lead by 9. Wichita trying to come back. Right back after this.
Theron Wilson was the leading scorer for the Bradley Braves in the first half, and he adds to the total with an inside slamma-jamma.
Nice move by Theron. Here's a couple of scores around the valley with 18:23 to play in the game. Northern Iowa leads Southern Illinois 35-30. Creighton over Indiana State 79-61. Illinois State erased Evansville 80-50. Drake over Missouri State. Drake 67, Missouri State 49. UNLV just beat Louisville 56-55, and Michigan State beat Minnesota today. All right, 15:52 to go. New Year's Eve in Wichita. Stutz has been a weapon. Hawkins getting juiced up in the second half. Maniscalco, the Braves playing man-to-man. Murray slices in, little finger roll, doesn't go, teardrop, rebound, Clemente blocked by Roberts. Roberts made a great block, and it's a jump ball, and Bradley has it. What a play by Chris Roberts.
Then Sam Maniscalco went in there and tied up the Wichita State player to get a jump ball out of this whole exchange. This is an excellent exchange, really, by both teams. But Sam just tries to get in there, blocked by Chris Roberts, and then Sam goes in and gets the jump ball.
Amazing. You don't have to score to win. Here's a nice shot missed, and Bradley, the fans making a lot of noise. Maniscalco battling the 7-foot Stutz.
See, that's what I was talking about before.
Yeah.
When you get a lot of red shirts on the defensive boards, good things happen.
It's another opportunity. It was 36-27 at the half. Bradley by 9. It's Bradley by 9 with 15:05 left. Frank Missoni and Dick Versace wishing you a happy New Year's Eve. Here's a high moving screen by Sam Singh.
I don't want to say it. It's your turn.
All right. It happens once again.
JT Burley back in for Wichita State.
Bradley centers do get some moving screens.
Well, actually what happened on that, Sam set the screen up on the other side, and then Sam Maniscalco decided to go the opposite way, so then he turned around and tried to set it again, and he did foul.
Look at Clemente barge his way in with muscle. Got it off the board. That's 4 for Clemente. Theron Wilson needs help, and he got it. Chris Roberts has been a real athleticism wizard tonight. Sam Singh is in the post. Tough defense right now by the Shockers. Matching up. Look at this defense. Oh, nice play as Maniscalco's falling. Shot clock shot. No. Bradley just commits a foul on the rebound. Foul is on Dodie Dunson. That's Dodie's second on the rebound. Boy, the defense was ferocious. Maniscalco was falling down, and he flicked the ball away with his left hand.
Well, what's happening is Wichita State is full court pressing after made baskets. And then they're dropping into a 2-3 matchup, and now they've extended the matchup and they're putting pressure on. So more penetration has to happen from the Bradley Braves.
Corey Murray with the ball. Trying to shake free. He got inside, the ball got jarred loose, and a foul on the Shockers.
No, it's out of bounds. Dodie Dunson stepped on the end line.
Okay.
But again, we had a lot of red jerseys in there. That's good. I think Bradley needs to push the ball, attack the press, because they're extending it. They're spending more time in it. There's an old theory, when a team presses you, punish them for pressing you.
Amen. And usually teams that love to press hate to be pressed.
That's usually the case.
Long, leaping outside shot, Singh rebounds. Bradley tries to get addition to their lead. Looking for a set play here. Singh busts out. Bradley roaming the baseline, using their athleticism. Maniscalco with the ball, 10 to shoot. 6 to shoot. 3, Sam, 3, tip. Oh, Wilson almost dunked the tip in. Rebound, Singh knocked out of his hands. And it looks like somebody knocked his mask off. I don't know. There's a Hannah comes out for Wichita. Singh, as you can see, had someone knock his mask off, and Ellis comes in. That's Aaron Ellis. He's 6'9", sophomore.
This is a really good exchange. Theron Wilson misses the tip dunk. Chris Roberts throws it back up. Oh, that's a pass to Sam Singh. And Sam gets his face mask knocked off.
All right, Chris Roberts checks out for a moment. Just looking at his right hand. Don't even talk about another injury. McCain has come in. McCain needs to make good decisions here as a freshman point. He just beat everybody to the basket. What a circus shot.
That's what I'm talking about. Deep penetration.
Wow.
Take it all the way to the basket. If they come to help, dish it. If not, finish.
11 points for Edrin McCain, a 4-year starter at high school in Louisiana. Wow, what an athletic play. And that gave Bradley its 9-point lead back. Both teams have lots of determination on their faces. You read the body language. Murray. Yes.
Corey Murray.
There's the full court pressure. It takes time off the clock. Makes you slow in getting into your offense.
The crowd wanted Dodie over the end line, but we're sitting at half court, and he didn't do it. Taylor Brown's in for Bradley. McCain, skip pass. This is Dunson. Off the rim. Whoa. Here's a foul on Wichita State. Taylor Brown is down. Two players got tangled up, and Taylor Brown ended up on the floor. The foul is on Murray. Let's see if we can see it.
Dodie Dunson takes the shot in the corner. Wichita State gets, that's just a knockdown.
That's right, and the foul.
He's only a freshman, knock him down.
And he got kicked in the head, and we'll come back.
Let's just make sure he's not hurt.
Absolutely. We'll be right back at Wichita.
I was talking about penetration, but deep penetration. Edrin McCain penetrates deep, the big comes and makes a very athletic finish.
From the hip. That was impressive. All right. Bradley with the ball. Their lead is only 7, and there's a long 11:54 to go. Roberts and Wilson out of the game at the moment. Here comes Taylor Brown to get the ball.
Don't jump in the air to pass the ball. You know, he did that early in the early games, but he hasn't done it much of late.
McCain slides by. There's 13 to shoot. This is Singh. And, a nice rebound by Taylor Brown, and nose for the ball.
It's an excellent hustle play.
Here's a pass by McCain, stolen by Wichita. Decisions.
Well, it's all about shots. You need good looks. And Bradley's struggling right now to get good looks at the basket, save the Edwin McCain drive for the layup.
And Stutz is screaming for the ball in the block. He just wants it desperately. Aaron Ellis is 6'9". Stutz is 7 feet. They're in the game at the same time. Here's Stutz. He's really got it feeling. The shot is not good. The ball's on the floor. Sam Singh's got it, and he comes out with it. Nice play.
Attack.
Taylor Brown to the grim. Yes, sir.
That's it. Punish the press.
Taylor Brown takes it to the ring.
Aaron Ellis, his second team foul and a half on Wichita State. Among Clemente.
Bradley had been struggling for a basket. They got this ball out on transition. Taylor Brown, the freshman, makes a strong finish. Gets the and one. He's on the free throw line.
That he is. Taylor Brown. Dad Ricky played in the NBA and in Europe, and his mother Chloe was once an international model. Runs her own company now.
Did she have a date with Elvis? Did you say she had a date with Elvis?
I know she had a date with Ricky Brown. Taylor missed the free throw.
Yeah, he missed it badly.
He's only shooting about 48% from the foul line. Wichita, nice backdoor by Chamberlain, held by McCain.
You know, that was a good foul by Edwin McCain, because I don't think we had this replay, but if you saw it, you'd see David Collins had his back 100% to the ball. He had to come over and shot block or take a charge, and he wasn't positioned to do any of those things because he didn't even see what was going on.
It's a good point. Sometimes a foul is a good thing, and you got to sometimes know how to foul and when to foul.
Well, it's, when the ball's being taken out of bounds, you got to always be aware of that.
High screen. Murray wants to shoot. He goes all the way to the rim. In the scrum, Wichita keeps it.
Good battle. You know, if you're Coach Lesh, you don't have any problem with that. You maybe would like a foul called on the other team, but I mean, it was a good scramble, good athletic exchange inside. You got to do it again.
Best wishes to Bradley President Joanne Glasser watching. Also, a Bradley fan watching in Pekin. Happy birthday to Eileen Yentis in Pekin watching tonight. Bradley, 46, Shockers, 37, second half. Just over 10 minutes. Look at Garrett Stutz back his way home. Lefty is good.
Yeah, David Collins did not move his feet. He just put his hands up and stood there. You got to move your feet. You should attack this right now.
Stutz has got a dozen. The lead is melded to 7 once again. A lot of time. Maniscalco out front. Bradley is really crisply moving the ball. Lots of passing. Collins calls for it inside. He might be.
Better get out of that lane. He's going to get a 3-second
I thought
call.
so too. Dunson fakes. Maniscalco, 2 to shoot, 1 to shoot. He got it.
Oh, what a finish.
He got it off. He got it in.
Great finish.
Money. And he's on Clevin Hanna. This is Clemente. Whips to Stutz. Or check it. It was Graham Hatch.
You probably got to get David Collins out of there. This is getting a little too fast for him.
Sam Singh gets off the Bradley bench. Collins throws it up, and he falls to the floor. And now Wichita had numbers for a hot second. They're trying to really cut into this Bradley lead. Now look they're back inside to Stutz. Bradley steals the ball. It's Maniscalco. Big play again. step up, make plays. Under 8:30 to go. Braves need a hoop. Theron Wilson there. Downtown three.
That was what they call big time help. Really needed. I'm there when you need me.
14 for Theron. And Bradley leads by 9. Well, Dick Versace, we took a second there to catch our breath, and we've got 8:23 to fight our way through.
What I see developing, and I talked about it just a little bit ago, is if they are going to extend, if Wichita State is going to extend their defense, you not have to you don't just wade through it and then pull up, although the clock can become a factor at some point, but I don't think we're at that point yet. But so what I'm saying is you don't wade through it, pull up, and then start making a bunch of passes. You need to attack and attack early.
All right, we'll be right back.
When we went to the State Bank of Spear, they were really...
All right, we're back. 8:10 to play. Wichita just with the ball. Here's a step in by Durley. He got it! What an acrobatic shot! And one. A momentum play by Durley. He's got 6.
Yeah, Bradley has to be a little careful here. Pretty much they've done a wonderful job all night of keeping this Koch Arena crowd out of this game. But you know, you gotta be matched up. You can't leave a man wide open like that.
And that's, both teams now have 26 points in the paint. Durley just rolled his free throw out. Bradley has it. Wilson has 14 points for Bradley. McCain 11. Stutz has 12 for Wichita. Hawkins 9. Maniscalco is heading to the rim. It did not go. He got in, but it didn't go. Now Wichita within 7 and the ball. Bradley needs a stop. Hatch fires. Got it! Hatch, who averages 2, has 5. And now the crowd, there's a foul. The foul on Clemente. He about took Theron Wilson right into Dick Versace's lap.
What Wichita is doing now is extending their defense all the way down. They're putting on a lot of pressure. And then when the ball handlers give up the ball, like Sam Maniscalco gave up the ball to Theron Wilson, Theron Wilson's not comfortable handling the ball against the press.
We're coming right back. Bradley's lead down to 5. As we speak at Koch Arena, the officials, Eads, Steed, and Daly are over looking at a replay of the action. I think they're trying to determine, what do you think they're trying to determine?
Well, I thought the only things they could look at were correctable things, like whether it was a 2 or a 3.
Yes.
And Theron Wilson shot that we thought it was a 3, but they only put 2 up.
They did.
So that may be what they're looking at.
Here comes Wichita State. This is Hatch.
Hatch. Oh, they're looking at Hatch's jump shot. As to whether it was a 2 or a 3, I think Jimmy thought it was a 2.
They're coming over to see our replay, Frank. So we are live on the air, and we're going to ask the producer to run. No, go away. We'll ask the producer to run and see if we can take a look at that for you right here on our monitor. Frank, do you hear me? There you go. Here it is.
Yeah, you get a pretty good look at it here.
As you're looking at the replay, so are the game officials who are right here with Dick Versace and me, and they have made their determination that it was a 3.
Yeah, they're going to give him the 3, because I think, at least by what we saw, it certainly looked like it was a 3.
Yeah. Well, there is a game monitor across the way from us, but we had a better angle on the play, and they actually could see his feet. So it's now 50-45. Bradley, make it 50-46, Bradley. 7:28 to play. The lead is only 4, and listen to this crowd.
I still think you got to attack if you're Bradley. Keep the ball in the hands of your ball handlers. They backed it off. They're picking up man to man.
Remember, Dana Altman said, if you're weak-minded, you'll give. This Bradley team is not a weak-minded team. Dunson to the goal. Look at the rebound by Wilson. Out of bounds to the Braves. Wilson crashed the board.
Well, one thing you could never say about Darren Wilson is that he doesn't work. I mean, he really works. He puts that hard hat and lunch bucket on and goes to work.
He said to me in the hotel, I got to be a good example. I'm a senior. Maniscalco backs up. Now the crowd is at 7 minutes. Maniscalco is held.
No, I think. Oh, yeah. At first I thought it was a timeout. What's going on?
7:02 to play. Bradley's lead, which
New
was
shot
9,
clock.
is now 4. Thank you, yes. New shot clock at 35. Bradley ball. 6 fouls against the Braves, only 4 fouls on Wichita. McCain. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Under 7 minutes in the game. The crowd is roaring at Koch. Maniscalco is inside. Stolen by the Shockers. Hanna, stop and pop. Battle, ball, Bradley. Chris Roberts hit it. It went off a Shocker, and Wichita's going to press Bradley. Wilson is telling McCain, come to the ball. It's bedlam in here.
Now you want the ball in the hands of either Edwin McCain or Sam Maniscalco.
Singh looks for help. McCain flying up the court. 6:25 to go. Bradley looking to score. Wichita State has made its comeback. Bradley must answer. 15 to shoot. McCain fakes, tries to split. 10 to shoot. Wilson hanging. Wichita rebound. Ball stolen by Bradley. Nicely done by Roberts.
Shot clock.
The viol.
So now they're going to discuss whether there was a change of possession there, because they did not change the shot clock. They did not reset the shot clock at 35. So when Bradley ended up with the ball after that scramble in there was only 1 second left on the shot clock.
5:57 to go in this game. Bradley has committed 6 fouls in this half. Wichita has only committed 4.
What you want to do if you're Bradley here, you want to take a makeable shot. Now I know Darren Wilson took a high degree of difficulty shot, and I don't know if it was makeable.
The shot clock reached 33. Everyone is standing. Over 10,000. Everyone is roaring. Bradley has to fight off everything. Wilson's inside. Here he comes. Foul.
And we all get a little nervous as Darren Wilson's in the middle of the lane dribbling the basketball. He got bailed out by the foul call.
He had 9 out of 10 free throws in his last game.
It'll be Bradley's ball out of bounds.
We have another sellout at Wichita, 10,502 on hand. An amazing place, 54 times in a row, over 10,000 people here. One of the officials is over checking with the timer right as we speak, and it's got to be about the shot clock.
Well, what's happening is we're in a frenzy, they're in a frenzy. But there's an awful lot of time left. You know, you got to be a little more calculating. Yes, you have to play aggressively, but not in a frenzy. I mean, it's not like there's 25 seconds left in the game here.
Yes.
I mean, so you have to be patient. You still have to threaten your penetrations. You got to take care of the basketball. You got to take very good care of it. and get a makeable shot. If you get a makeable shot and you don't make it, nobody can complain.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's all you need.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's exactly the discussion that's going on in that Bradley huddle at this very moment.
And coaches obviously talk to players about what shots they want them to take and not take. They know ranges and that sort of course, when the shot clock goes down to end, that's different. But
yeah, but hopefully it's just the way you play.
Yeah.
And this is a young team, and they've demonstrated early that they haven't played this way. But I talked about their resurgence since that UWM game, and it's the shot selection and the decisions have been a lot better.
Yes, and Bradley seems to have, in your word earlier, a little more swagger in the last 2 ball games.
They need it now to execute well.
They do. Roberts will trigger. 35 on the shot clock. 4-point Bradley lead with the ball. Braves need a score in the worst way. .23 to shoot. High screen by Singh. McCain got to the basket. Stripped out of his hands. Bradley ball. 16 on the shot clock.
Well, that's a good decision. He made a strong move, and Murray made a nice play, stripping the ball away. Yeah.
There's an offensive foul on Bradley.
So obvious. I mean, Sam Maniscalco just threw the defender away. If you're Reggie Miller, you can get away with that. If you're Ray Allen, you can get away with that.
Yeah.
But after all, Sam is Italian.
How would we notice? Hanna with the ball. The Shockers trying to carve deeper into that small Bradley lead. Stutz loves to shoot tonight. Here he comes. Walk. Oh, held. Follows on Singh.
Our bigs have to start moving their feet. That's all of them. Wilson does a pretty good job of moving his feet, but Sam Singh and David Collins, watch how his feet are frozen. So he tries to bail himself out just by putting a hand there. If you're in a defensive stance when a man makes a move, especially a man as slow as Stutz is, you have to move your feet, not have frozen feet out there.
61% foul shooter. No. The clock turns to the 5-minute mark now. Bradley by 4 with less than 5. Maniscalco with the ball. Oh, nearly a steal and a foul by Hanna, but nothing called. Singh wanted the ball in the lane. Called for it. Maniscalco with 12. Blocked by Stutz. Jump ball. Bradley ball. Bradley had the possession arrow. Will keep it. And now it will flip the arrow, that is, to the Shockers. The Braves trying to...
There's a makeable shot.
And a foul. Theron Wilson stepped into the paint. Got the ball and got whacked. I mean, he got really hammered.
If you're Wichita State, you have to be saying, how can you leave this guy open 1 inch from the basket? Now watch what happens. There's some confusion here. And wide open, Theron Wilson. You have no choice but to foul and put him on the line.
Yeah, he can dunk that every time.
It's like he got hurt a little bit.
Yeah, that's what everybody's worried about is, I think it is his leg.
He's holding it like it's a Charlie horse. Charlie horse is when someone's knee hits your thigh.
And the official says it's a 30-second timeout. So we'll talk about this a little bit. Now we're getting into the 4:42 to go. The chess match among coaches and players. It's about keeping your head, making good decisions, being tough.
Well, it might be a time for a set play. Mix in a set play. The Braves have been running Braves motion most of the night. It's got them a lead. They've had some comfortable leads. They're away from home. It's a Missouri Valley Conference game. And they can hold their heads nice and high. But now maybe a little ATO is in order. Now you got to look at the shot clock. Well, we're on the free throw line, I believe. Wilson's on the free throw line. But maybe you put the ATO in for your next ATO, mean after timeout.
Yes.
play, and you put that play in now, then Wilson hopefully makes the 2 free throws. You go to the other end. When you come back, you've already got it called, and it's not something they expect you to try to get a basket that way.
Jim Les is awfully good at that sort of thing.
Wilson at the line, shooting 2.
Jim Les's teams have won 21 games 3 years in a row. Jim Les has had 18 seniors. 17 have graduated, and the 18th is near that. Yes.
It's a remarkable record.
It is.
When you consider today's pressures, the amount of time these kids have to spend going to school, in practice, traveling.
Yes, Theron Wilson has 16 in the guts of the game. He stuck him in.
So now, if you're Bradley now, you're thinking stop. All right, great defense. Make them work. Make them eat some clock and get a stop, hopefully late in the clock.
They may go to Stutz, or they may just take the first available 3. Murray drilled it. Toure Murray just drilled that. He has 10. Now it's only 3. The lead is 3.
They're back in their zone.
And I'll tell you, it sounds like New Year's Eve in here. Under 4 minutes to play. 10 to shoot. McCain, 7 to shoot. Maniscalco, 4. He fires. Good!
Nobody ever said that Italian wasn't clutch.
6 for Sam. Bradley's lead is 5. What will happen in the final? 3:30. Here comes Clemente. Murray again. Foul. 3 free throws for Murray.
It looked like he bailed out, threw his leg out and fell.
There's timeout on the court. With Bradley leading 54-49. We'll come back in a moment.
Velde Lincoln Mercury Volvo. World-class value. World-class service.
Employee pricing plus on all 08 and 09 Volvos at Velde Volvo during our Season of Giving event. Like this 08 XC90 crossover at $41,427, 08 XC70 at $37,349, and this 09 S40 at $28,299.
Right after Sam Maniscalco made a clutch basket at the other end, he's guarding Murray. Murray falls down. There's a call. The official's standing there. He must have seen something. But Sam earlier had a very obvious push throwaway. So he must have known if they're watching the throwaways, he shouldn't put his hands on the shooter. You know the old expression,
exactly.
Never foul a jump shooter.
Yeah.
Thank you, UB Brown. I mean, that's what UB always says, and we all learn from him.
Yeah.
But that's a pretty good philosophy. Make him make that shot.
Yeah. Well, that shot was right in front of us, but Sam was right behind Murray, so we couldn't see whether he touched him or not. Murray just rolls it in. Nice-looking player. 80% foul shooter. He's got size. He's got skill. He was recruited by Bradley, by the way.
I can see why. As I mentioned before, he's the leading shot taker for the Wichita State Shockers.
A freshman.
Yeah. 119 shots in his first 12 games.
And he had 16 points against Creighton. He's got it. A 4-point Bradley lead goes to 3. 54-51. 3:23 to play. Bradley in trouble. Wild pass. Look out. Bradley.
What you want to do in this situation, because they aren't hard traps, whoever's the ball handler has to water bug his way through the press.
Stutz with it. 3:10. Bradley by 3. Murray for the tie. Long rebound to Murray. Swatted away by Theron Wilson into the hands of Maniscalco. Good defense by Bradley. Now Bradley. Jim Les is calling Maniscalco, giving him a play. Bradley's going to run some time off the clock. Wichita State man-to-man. 12 to shoot. Maniscalco to the rim. Good!
Oh, he waved it off.
Oh, my. The foul was first. Maniscalco got all the way in and scored.
It's all right. We're on the free throw line. Nothing like having a good shooter. Shooting shots from the free throw line. Here's the drive by Maniscalco. There's the foul. I sure look like a continuation to me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm so used to the NBA though. If you don't take another dribble, no matter what, it's a continuation.
It's in. Maniscalco's 7th point in the second half and the game. 72% free throw shooting is going up for Sam, like all of his shooting numbers.
To finish my thought, you know, of course, in the NCAA, it's different. The rule and the way they call it is different. If he feels it was on the floor, then he calls it and takes the basket away.
Maniscalco eyed it and knocked it down. He just slapped the floor and said, let's go. Bradley by 5, under 2:30. Can the Braves hold the lead and beat the Shockers on the road? What a game this has been. Hawkins is free. So's Clemente for 2.
See, they're not helping Sam get over that screen. So our bigs are having to come and help. You got to get it out of his hands.
Chris Roberts is doubled. Maniscalco will do a lot of ball handling, and McCain here in the late going. Sometimes in a late game situation, it's better to have a great player with the ball than a set play. In goes McCain. Up and in.
Very nice dish. Drove the baseline. Good penetration.
Dished it. Theron Wilson got it down.
Edrin McCain showed some very, very good poise there. He kept his poise. You know, he's a freshman. You really would like to have maybe the ball in the hands of your other ball handler, the veteran Sam Maniscalco.
Yes, the sophomore.
Second-year veteran. But you have to be impressed with the poise of the young man, driving the baseline, drawing the big. And I would like to see maybe in his timeout some solving of the problem of getting Sam Maniscalco, who's guarding Murray, who's obviously their best player.
Right.
And he has been, I think, all this season. But they're running a high screen. And if Sam can't get over it, he then is trailing Murray down the lane. So our big has to step out and take that away. And the last time it was Clemente.
Yeah,
very
right
strong finisher.
Right.
He's not going to miss that.
No.
So you got to make some adjustment on how that's being played.
Wow. Here's a look at this last drive.
Here's what I'm talking about. Oh, no, this is the drive by McCain. Little hesitation, stop and go.
Watch this.
Great leap pass, good read inside. Now, that's the one time you can jump in the air.
Yes.
When you're running down the baseline and the traffic gets heavy, you can go in the air to make your pass. Other than that, anytime you go in the air, you go in the air to shoot the ball.
That was Theron Wilson's 18th point, and I think he didn't dunk it only because of that earlier Charlie horse.
Well, that might be a good thing, you know, or a blessing in disguise, because you don't want a glamorous miss right now. You want a kind of a very ordinary 2.
A simple conservative deuce.
Right.
Bradley, 58. Wichita State, 53. 145 in the game at Koch Arena. A full house.
Bradley looks like they're in zone. They are.
Bradley's
2-3 zone, but they will screen the zone.
Hannah, you watch for Murray running for free to get the ball. Hannah fires. Long rebound, Stutz. Hawkins threw it through Stutz's hand. Sam Maniscalco got hammered by Stutz into the front row. And naturally, he bounces right back up. 1:20 to go. Stutz has got a pained expression on his face. There's Jim Less with 4 wins over top 25 teams in the last 3 years.
Sam Maniscalco chasing that loose ball. He thought Stutz pushed him and that they should have gotten the foul call or maybe just the awarding of the ball. But I don't think the officials saw it. And Stutz was obviously frustrated. It looks like he got a finger in the eye or something. So he retaliated, but the official didn't see it. It wasn't really much of a push.
The officials are giving Wichita a moment here so that Stutz can get perhaps his eye washed. It looks like that's what they're going to do, is just rinse it out a little bit. That you're looking at Greg Marshall, the fine young coach at Wichita State. And boy, Bradley has played 123 games against Wichita, and not many of them have been more fun for me than this one.
Well, Greg Marshall did a great job at Winthrop. Prior to that, he had 3 stops where he was an assistant coach. I like guys that have paid their dues and really come, sergeants coming through the ranks and becoming colonels or generals.
Yeah, these are 2 of the brighter young coaches in the game, and they are, by the way, they're born in the same year. Stutz stays in the game. Wichita State has the ball. Toure Murray will throw it in. They've got size in the game on either side of the lane with Clemente and Stutz. Here's the set play. 1:17 left on the clock.
Bringing Murray off of 2 screens.
Here comes Stutz all the way. He's got it back, and he got it in. Timeout, Wichita. 14 points for Stutz. 1:08 left. Bradley by 3. Stutz with a big night for the Shockers, 14. Almost all his left-handers have gone. That's how he's got most of his points, that left-hander off the board.
Well, they got him to miss. Thought, there was a shot block inside. Here's the look at it. He's long. He's very long. There's a good shot block. He just hustles, gets it back, puts it in. I would have liked to have seen some more red jerseys slide down on that backside. Because once a shot is missed or blocked, you want to always cover the backside of the basket. Most misses come from the other side.
All right. Well, 1 minute, 8 seconds. Jim Less's message to his team with 1:08.
His message to his team is, we want a makeable shot. He may have an ATO plan. It won't hurt us to use some clock.
Full court press by the Shockers. It's a trap. Bradley got to get the ball.
Hands.
1 minute to go.
Water bug.
1 minute left in regulation. 1 minute.
Maniscalco with the ball. Bradley by 3. Possession arrow, Wichita.
A lot of physical touching on the ball handlers out top there. Officials are reluctant to call it at this time of the game. But
46 seconds
left.
left.
Make it hard for you to get to the basket.
42 seconds left. Bradley by 3 and the ball. Under 40 seconds. Maniscalco gives it up. Wichita steals the ball. They have it. 30 seconds left. 3 ball. Good! Murray. It's tied with 22 seconds.
Good time for a timeout.
Wichita State has come all the way back. 58 on a 3 ball by Murray. A clutch shot by the Shockers. It was a clutch shot.
Well, Sam drove the baseline, got in trouble. They pushed the ball up. We're not matched up, and their best player's wide open. He has time to measure that shot.
15 points for Murray. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand right now, Dick Versace and I can't even hear each other in this bedlam called Koch Arena.
Well, what Jim Les needs to do here, and he's working feverishly with his chalkboard to set up the last shot of the game. We're looking at a 58-58 game, 20 seconds left. You don't want them to have an opportunity at any kind of a shot. But we're on the bonus, they're on the bonus, so they're on the double bonus, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes. We're on the double bonus.
And the possession arrow is Wichita. Theron Wilson will trigger. 17 seconds.
We're out of timeouts as well.
McCain. Bradley running what may be the last play of the game. We're tied at Wichita with under 10 seconds. Maniscalco. 5. Here goes Sam to the goal. Missed it. Rebound, good. Sing, good.
0.9 seconds.
Timeout, Wichita. Sam Singh, I believe, is the one that got it in.
These kinds of wins, if it ends up that way, do wonders for your swagger, your confidence, the way you feel about yourself, the sacrifices you're willing to make. All these things help a team grow, especially a young team like this.
The play, Maniscalco to the goal, and watch it here.
Obviously, Jim wanted penetration here. Sam did a good job. Looked like Sam clearly got fouled there. Sam Singh, Johnny on the spot, got it back. 0.9 left. Braves up by 2.
They're dancing in the streets in Ozark, Missouri, as Sam Singh's hometown watches the Bradley Braves get a 2-point advantage over the Shockers with 0.9. But when it's not over, it's not over.
No, because at 0.9, they say you can take a shot at 0.9. There was much discussion about this when I was in the NBA, and then they did a lot of studies and so forth. But at 0.9, you're going to have to throw long.
Yes.
So you got to. Now the decision for Jim is: do I put somebody on the ball, or do I have a center fielder and have 5 guys on 4? Because the guy taking the ball out of bounds is not going to be involved in the play.
Correct.
So.
Yeah, you're right, Coach.
I was involved in a couple of these situations back to back, only we were the team inbounding, and we actually won both. But both those times that we won on those back-to-back crunch time situations exactly like this, both of those times, the other team put somebody on the ball.
And maybe a 7-footer.
Yeah, that's the theory, put a big guy on the ball and he makes it difficult. But now you have single coverage down at the other end.
Collins is in the game.
I guess that's what Jim wants to do. He wants to put size on the ball.
Murray is going to throw the ball in. That surprises me, Coach, with Murray throwing the ball in. I thought Murray might be the one they want him to catch. Now Greg Marshall calls a timeout after he saw.
Yeah, he wanted to take a look at the formation.
I'm still not sure Murray's going to throw the ball in.
Well, I mean, he's the guy that is their best player. He's one of their best perimeter shooters, and he's shown that he can hit clutch shots. He hit a huge 3 to tie this game up.
Yes.
Before Sam Singh tipped in a Sam Maniscalco miss.
This is a painfully long 9/10 of a second.
Well, I find these situations, I always love the games.
Absolutely.
Some coaches love practice more. I love practice, but I love the games. I love the moment.
Yes.
I love the theater of it. And this is that kind of a moment. So you go over every detail with all of your players. So that what are you going to do on up screens? What are you going to do on cross screens? What are you going to do on down screens? Are we switching? What is our philosophy if they catch it? All these things he has to cover in that little timeout. Of course, you cover it in practice as well when you practice your situations.
All right, Murray is going to throw it in. Bradley has Collins, McCain, Roberts, Sam, and Theron. Wichita State 94 feet, 9/10 of a second.
I don't like this deep matchup here. You can't let.
He's running the baseline, and a timeout, Wichita.
That's another reason not to have a big down on the baseline. They run that old play where you allow the offense runs the baseline, and then they set up someone to take the charge. Now, of course, here they think that the charge should be called. That's an old trick.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Greg Marshall dusted that one off and brought it out.
Yeah. That is an old one, and it nearly worked for him, but the play is still the same. The timeouts for Wichita, 0. Timeouts Bradley, 0. Possession is Wichita.
Well, another thing was that for Wichita State, because of the time that Murray spent trying to get the ball in bounds, you might start thinking, 5-second call.
Well, it's as exciting as it can get. Here comes the Shockers onto the court. Toure Murray is going to throw the ball in. Garrett Stutz is in the Christian Leitner position in the high post.
Right, and that's the dangerous play right there.
It may be being thrown to 7-footer Stutz. Wilson's behind him. That's what here's the ball way down in the corner. It's out of bounds. There's 1/10 of a second on the clock. Is it over?
1/10 of a second, you can't get a shot. So essentially it's over. So as soon as they touch it, as soon as they inbound and touch it, the game is over.
All right, the official is back over here. Our producer, Frank Blay, needs to rerun the end here. We have our game officials with us. He's If you can run the last throw in all in slow-mo, that would be great. That is the request of our game officials, Tom Eads, Zelton Steed, and Don Daly.
So what is it that you're looking for?
All right, Bradley leads 60-58. 1/10 of a second is on the clock. Here it is.
There's no clock on the screen,
there's no
so
clock
you
on the
won't be
screen.
able to tell. He hit it.
Yeah, Tommy, no. Do that one more time. Do that again.
All right, run it one more time, please.
Run it one more time.
All right, so clear this up. There you see us and the officials and the monitor. 1/10 of a second is on the scoreboard clock. Here's the play.
So look in the corner. Look in the far left-hand corner, and you can see the clock.
What we're trying to determine is exactly how much time is left, if any. Bradley is in the lead by 2.
One more time.
One more time, he says, and the viewers at home and
If it's
around the
.1,
state of
there's
Illinois.
no shot. You can't get a shot.
Here comes the pass. Here's the play. They ran the baseline. Here's the long throw that's going to head out of bounds. It's tipped inbounds, and what did he say, Coach?
He thanked us, but he didn't give us the decision.
Okay.
They're going to go talk about it.
All right, that's what it was. The official said thanks to our crew, and here we I don't mean to be too repetitive, but it's Bradley 60, Wichita State 58, and Coach, take it from there. 1/10 of a second.
At a 1/10 of a second, it's you're going to win the game because there can't be a shot in a 1/10 of a second. What they're trying to determine was, should there be more time than a 1/10 of a second? Should there be 2/10 of a second? And there can't be a shot there either. And I think even at 3, it has to be a tip or a shot. I think you can get a shot in 3 at .3.
Obviously.
So they haven't. Well, they put it up to .2 now.
All right, .2. So .2.
So at .2, you can't catch and shoot.
All right. Bradley must not foul.
Now, there is a possibility that you could throw it to the rim and try to tip it. But I don't even think with .2 a tip is allowed.
But the ball's not in play till a player touches it.
That's correct.
All right. 2/10 of a second. Now this time Hawkins is taking it out.
What you have to do in this situation is watch your home timer.
Exactly. All right, here's the play. They
the-
throw it to the rim. That's it.
That should be Bradley's ball.
The ball did not
touch
stay in
anything.
bounds.
No, it didn't
touch a thing.
All right.
So this means Bradley gets the ball, and Sam Maniscalco's on the wrong end, talking to Jim Les.
Still got to get the ball in bounds and just squeeze it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, all right. Doesn't Bradley want to throw it away from Wichita's basket?
Not a bad idea with this much time.
They do. And there it is. Bradley wins a road game in the Valley and goes to 2-0 in a thrilling New Year's Eve extravaganza at Wichita State.
Bradley did a marvelous job of when things started to go left or started to go wrong, they regrouped themselves and started to get that deep penetration that I was talking about. It was Sam Maniscalco either driving and scoring or driving and dishing. It was Edrin McCain driving. It was Theron Wilson finishing and around the basket. Sam Singh. This is what we coaches love. It's a total team effort. And what you have out there is you have everybody in the red shirt only caring about one thing. Not whether Sam had this many shots or not whether Theron did this or that or Edrin. It's did we get the win? Because road wins, as they say, are very, very sweet.
Very
road
precious.
wins are sweet.
Well, you know, they always say that it takes a different mentality and a different gut check to wear the white uniforms and win than it does to wear the red ones when that means you're on the road.
I'll tell you how strongly I feel about road wins. When I was coaching the Pacers, we played the New York Knicks, and they were good.
Now we're talking the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Indiana Pacers in the NBA.
Yes.
And we go into Madison Square Garden, and we win by a big number, 16-17. We were supposed to fly back to Indy. I canceled the plane and said, have a night on New York. You earned it.
Well, I'll tell you what. The Bradley Braves earned something here tonight because it took a lot of moxie to not only hold off a very much improved Wichita team, a much more athletic Wichita team, and 10,504 screaming fans.
Yeah, this is an exciting place. It's electric. I think that the thing that probably was a major factor in the game was the controlling of the defensive glass by Bradley, which meant it kept Wichita off the offensive glass. This team averages 14 offensive rebounds a game. Clemente is a horse inside.
He is.
He's a rebounding machine. They did a good job of controlling him.
We're going to come back with some final words at Charles Koch Arena and let the air out of this thing as the Bradley Braves win it on the road. Happy New Year.
Whether you've got the next Bradley basketball star in training or you're just having fun with the kids, count on the durability of a Goal Setter basketball system exclusively at Rainbow Play Systems. Goal Setter basketball systems have the proven performance and engineering to provide years of fun. The Goal Setter's patented compression jack system and offset pole design make this unit superior to other basketball goals. Visit Rainbow Play Systems today to try the Goal Setter basketball system for yourself and get a free pole pad with your purchase. Goal Setter basketball systems, the best in basketball.
State Bank of Spear offers a number of services at no cost that add significant value to us. Most of these things are things that State Bank of Spear offered that we weren't able to find in other places, such as free business checking, discount on business checks, and a free courier service. We estimate saves us several $1,000s in a year's time.
Check out Peoria Banking Center's completely free checking accounts. The Peoria Banking Center in the Candletree Center on North University, Peoria.
Velde Lincoln Mercury Volvo. World-class value. World-class service.
Employee pricing plus on all 08 and 09 Lincoln Mercury during our year-end event, like this 08 Lincoln MKX, $33,566, this 08 Mercury Mariner at $25,481, and this 08 Mercury Mountaineer at $29,793.
Velde Lincoln Mercury Volvo. Pioneer Parkway, Peoria. We deliver world-class value. World-class service.
Well, the Friends of Bradley Basketball, our special friends, would like at this point for us to remind you Happy New Year from them, and they are Core Construction, Proctor First Care, BradleyFans.com. Check that out on the internet. Total Income Tax, the Sharp Family Corporation, and our great friends at Zobrist Construction. Friends of Bradley Basketball wishing you a Happy New Year on a winning night. You know, Coach Versace, in Bradley's last game, they shot 32 free throws and made 28. Tonight, they shot 14 and made 13. Sometimes the simplest things, the unguarded moments, count.
Well, when you start breaking down the stats in a game like this when it was so close, you're going to find that things are very even across the board. The thing I was talking about before was the offensive rebounding of this Wichita State team. We held them 2 under what they normally do.
Right.
But we had 12. Right. 12 offensive rebounds for Bradley is really, really good.
It is.
And then we shot better than they did, 47-46. And interestingly enough, we made 1 3 all night, 1 for 8, and they were 5 for 16.
And it was an NBA 3, as you described, by Chris Roberts.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be a different kind of Bradley team. It's going to be a team that, you know, penetrates and slashes, that gets steals out of their defense, and they get high percentage shots that way. It's not going to be Danny Ruffin and Crouch, you know, raining threes until they can get Andrew back. And when that happens, it'll just add another element. Because
Absolutely.
This team is starting to step up defensively.
For sure. We're going to come back and tell you who our Bradley player of the game is and then say goodnight.
Didn't get what you really wanted this holiday? Well, get it now at Green Chevrolet Hummer and get it for up to 20% less than at other dealers. Like this certified 2008 Chevy Impala, reduced to only $12,220. Or this 2008 Chevy Uplander, now only $12,490. Get what you really wanted this holiday and get it for up to 20% less than at other dealers. This week at Green Chevrolet Hummer. Visit us online at ChevyStore.com.
For the best accommodations and customer service Peoria has to offer, choose the hotels at Grand Prairie. The whole family will enjoy Country Inn and Suites' family-friendly atmosphere. For luxurious extended stays, Candlewood Suites is your home away from home. And Wingate by Wyndham has state-of-the-art amenities to accommodate even the busiest business traveler. Situated among the finest shopping, dining, and entertainment venues in Peoria, the hotels at Grand Prairie have something for everyone.
Products don't know how to find customers, but Comcast Spotlight does. With a mix of on-air, online, and on-demand advertising, you can reach your customers wherever they are.
Well, Carl Maniscalco and Anthony Maniscalco here tonight. We just got a glimpse of on the camera, are just as happy as we are, of course. Bradley led 36-27 at the half, held off a furious Wichita rally to win 60-58, and we've got a player of the game in mind from Dick Versace.
Sam Singh, I don't, I just can't say enough about what happens to a guy when he puts on a plastic face mask. I mean, he was 5 for 6 from the floor. He hit the go-ahead basket. He had 10 points. He had 5 rebounds. He had a steal. He had a facing jump shot a la Rip Hamilton with the face mask. And he's just a different person. I mean, he made very, very solid contributions all night. Here's the penetration drive, the miss, and Mr. Everywhere. I'm everywhere. Sam Singh, player of the game.
And well-deserved as the Bradley Braves win this game. And we'll get out of here and get on our road to Missouri State. We'll have a nice drive together tomorrow.
Yeah, we will. We'll stop and have some Kansas beef on the way.
I guess we're going through Kansas City. All right. And so for our scorer, Scott Nuss here at Wichita, for our producer, Frank Blaine, for the Wizard, Coach Dick Versace. This is Frank Bissoni wishing you all a very happy and healthy new year, where Bradley celebrated in Wichita tonight, winning 60-58 in a dramatic, gutty win. We'll see you Saturday night at Missouri State, where Bradley will take on Missouri State in another Missouri Valley Conference game. So thanks for watching from both of us. Happy New Year, everybody, and good night.